We're the Custodians. Hi, I'm Rhett.
I'm Gabe.
I'm Joe.
And we're watching Death Note, episode 16.
DVD.
Season 1. Coming soon to Owen on
Here
DVD.
we go!
Oh, God! Man, that hurt! Oh, man, that's the Peter Pan! Our course is charted. It's Jack, and then it's Peter. Oh, man.
Back to Death Note.
Wait, Joe, did you intro? Joe, did you intro?
I missed.
What?
Did you intro?
Yeah,
I miss being 8, man.
No.
I'm gonna intro. I'm gonna
No, he did the.
Joe,
did you say your name?
Do the recap, Joe.
Yeah, I'm doing my
Okay,
intro.
yeah,
I'm
we're
Rhett, that's
starting the
Gabe, this is
episode.
Joe.
We're starting the
Why
episode.
do you almost forget my name there for a second?
Well, I wanted to make sure I pointed the right way. I'm still fucked.
Oh, it's
Okay, so
it's alright.
we kind of started off in the last episode
This will
where
be
we
better.
had, Misa and Light, still talking about the whole relationship.
Cry.
I'm not.
And they are still talking about the relationship status and whatever and how they're gonna work things out. And Misa's like, "Oh, get together.
It's not you,
so
it's me."
fun." And Light's like, "No,
Go home.
we'll talk." Like,
No.
if I need you, I'll call you. That's basically it. So they go their separate ways.
Oh, they kiss.
Yes, he kissed her, and then she's kind of like floating, with like, "Bye."
It's all we all
And then
want.
She's not gonna remember that.
No, he's gonna. Rem
Well,
said
didn't-
you retain your feelings for
Your
like
feelings, but she's not gonna remember that she.
is she like secret or not like a what's not secret agent?
secret admirer.
No.
Double agent?
No.
Sleeper
agent.
agent.
Yes. And it's like she sees Light and she's like, oh. It's like, wait, that guy.
The numbers, Misa. What do they mean?
I want this guy to neglect me. Like that guy. I love that guy. I want him to neglect me.
Nova
and shit.
6. Where is Nova 6?
I hate to break it to you, but Light
trying to
not
get me
treat
to
Misa
kill
any
Elle.
better throughout the rest of the series.
I wasn't expecting it.
My name is Light Yagami, and I will have my revenge. It's Misa to
It's
Elle.
good to meet you, Light.
As I was saying.
Yeah.
They're later at school and stuff because Elle is thinking that Light is obviously, if he dies in the next couple days, he's heavily suspecting like, if I die in the next couple days, then Light is definitely Kira and you should take him into custody because they're
If you
kind of
vote
close.
to kick me, you have to vote to kick him next if I'm not the imposter.
Do it.
Clutch
do
your
it.
kick. Clutch your kick.
Kick me, and that will not be it. If I'm not the imposter, he's the imposter. Kick me.
But yeah.
It's what the
You guys keep interrupting.
Yeah,
my
we
flow.
fucked. I'm sorry. We fucked you.
Keep
I'm sorry.
interrupting my
Keep
flow,
going,
damn
keep
it.
going.
I'm
keep
sorry.
going.
So, but they were he's already suspecting, Light at this point. Like, if I'm gone, then get him and just take him down with me. So then they're meeting up the next day, kind of at school, just chilling. Like, Light runs into Ellen, sitting like a fucking weirdo on a bench, like normal. And he's like, yeah, let's just walk and talk or whatever. And yeah, and so then Misa decides to, just show up.
Show up.
Just like
Misa, I'm so happy.
like in the show, she just decided to show up,
And both
uninvited,
both Elle
all the
and
time.
Light looked like they were having both a heart attack and a euphoric experience.
I think it was more euphoric for Elle.
Light's just pissed off.
Yeah, and then everybody else decided to crowd around, like, yo, it's Misa, and we're like, whoa, yay. And then he proceeded to pickpocket her, and she was like, oh, somebody touched my butt, but he secretly pickpocketed her for her phone. And then Light introduces Elle to her, and she's like, yeah, he's Sadaki Ryuga, and she's like, wait, but that's not her, and he's like, shut up.
Zip it, lack it, put it in
Use
your
the one
packet.
brain cell bouncing around in that blonde skull.
Straight up turns and just punches her in the face as hard as he can. I saw it fly. Just knocks
Shut
her
up, wench!
absolutely cold.
Silence went.
Puts all of his body weight.
There was a
on it.
mosquito.
Just puts all of his body
Look, sir.
weight.
Your makeup, it was so atrocious, I had to slap it.
Have we already seen the line in this show where he's like, "This is the first time in my life I've been provoked to hit a woman"?
No, we
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is just role play we do. We're boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh yeah, it's fine. This is just a thing we do."
Well, don't
I
come into the
totally
room.
am
We're
not.
gonna have very
I'm totally
aggressive
doing
sex.
it. I
It's
want
called
to beat the
NFL.
shit out of her.
Moving forward, they exchange names or whatever, and then they walk away because Misa's agent comes in. She's like, "Yo, you're gonna be late again." Whatever. They leave, and then Light's like, "Oh, I gotta go to the bathroom." Walks away. He takes out his phone to call Misa, and then fucking
Big bang.
L's is like, "Hello." He's like,
No phone.
"New phone. Who this?" He's like,
New phone.
So he's like,
Dude would
"Yeah, you have
legit drink a
Misa's
water
phone."
bottle like this.
I can see it in your eyes.
Yeah, and then he's like, "Yeah, can I get Misa's phone back? Just down low, just give it back to me. It's all cool. It won't be weird. I'll just give it back to her." He's like, "Okay, cool, fine, yeah." And then he leaves, and he's going to like, "Oh, I've actually gotten another phone that I'm going to call Misa on." And then, they then proceed to,
Kidnap her.
take Misa.
It's not really kidnapping as much as it is taking her into custody.
Yeah, and under the disguise of like, "Oh, the
You're
drug."
We got your manager.
On drug charges.
Yeah.
You're a witness.
Yep. So, meanwhile, we're just completely bound up. All
3 days.
Silence of the
you,
Lambs.
me,
Oh,
the
yeah.
box.
We're looking for her in some BDSM shit.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
It was legit like Silence of the
I
Lambs.
got you for 3 days. 3 days
days
of playtime.
Ah!
What you doing up there?
Staying
Stay
away
away
from
from
you. So
Hit him with the chain.
God, it's gonna take forever to get through this fucking recap. We're already 9 minutes in.
Fantastic.
Speed round.
Do it.
What do you mean speed
Just
round?
go fast.
Yeah. Misa promises a forfeit so they don't lose, her spilling beans and everything. She just wants to die. Rem, touches her hair. Elle sees it on camera, and then, she forfeits her memories, and Rem's like, "Okay, but you'll keep your memories of Light." I mean, Light. Why did that?
You were
both
right.
Of
No,
the
you
characters
you
start
were
with
right.
L.
You were right the first time.
I
Keep
know,
going.
but they still start with an
Keep
L.
going.
And then
You're
Rem
joking,
promises to kill Light if he doesn't save her. Mission Impossible out of secret special confinement and shit. And then L has a plan to arrest Light soon, and he said, "You buy Ryuk," which led up a fucking discussion at the end of the last episode of what he's going to do next.
Nice job.
And we only made it incredibly hard for him.
Let's start the episode.
Yep.
I tried.
Death Note, episode 16. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. All right, please.
Comment. Do the things that you do.
If this percentage of people who viewed our content I'm not putting the info.
Only 40% of you are actually subscribed.
I'd say 10%.
Yeah.
Right.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, and.
That was
I was worried after seeing that visual from the last episode, like this one right here.
I know. Now
I was like,
gonna,
is this gonna be the end of this
like
arc? Intro? Like this art? Yeah.
When are we getting? We've got to be reaching the halfway point.
The new intro will come.
There's only 2, right?
There's 2.
Okay, so then yeah, we're not quite
The new
halfway.
intro will be coming unfortunately soon.
I mean that makes sense.
Okay.
When I say unfortunately, it's because spoiler alert.
No, I don't. Well,
I really want the second one to be good. I really want it to be as
You'll
good.
be disappointed.
Why would you say that?
Because I'm not here to make friends.
Now I'm depressed.
I'm sorry.
We gotta put her down. Cocks the Death Note.
I hereby relinquish ownership of this
fucking
Joe nailed it.
Yep.
Now he's stuck with it.
So Rem is gone. Rem is out.
Is this really what you want, Light? Okay. I never thought the Death Note I gave you would end up buried and abandoned. Listen, Ryuk. For the time being, I'm just hiding it, but it stays mine. Until the next time you hear me say the following words, get rid of it. When I say that, regardless of the context, assume that I want to relinquish ownership of this Death Note. Got it. We'd already made made so much progress with her, I actually thought she'd crack. Why is she suddenly talking about a stalker? Do you know why I'm detaining you here? You must have some idea.
What do you mean? Because I'm a celebrity, obviously.
Amani, let's get back to the conversation we were having before you lost consciousness. First of all, do you know who Light Yagami is? And if so, why did you approach him?
Oh no.
What do you mean? How could I not know my own boyfriend?
She was so tight-lipped about it earlier. Now she's openly admitting he's her boyfriend. Where is this coming from? Good timing, it's light. Please turn the video and audio off. Yes. Yes. Yes, I understand. We'll be expecting you in room K2801. Ryuzaki, like I said over the phone, I could be Kira.
No, Light. What are you talking about? Why would you even say something like that? Why?
There's no real proof that Light Yagami is Kira, so why come here to announce that you could be Kira? It's an act. There's no could denied you are Kira. What do you hope to accomplish by this?
Look, Dad. If Ryuzaki is L, then it's safe to say that he's the world's best detective. And right now he seems pretty sure that I'm Kira. We know L's never been wrong before. What are you saying, Light? Stop this. What about that FBI agent, Ray Pember? It was me he was investigating immediately.
Is he trying to play the whole the whatever their power is like a possessive type thing and they have no clue like what they're doing?
It's all been me. If I were in L's place, even I would have come to the same conclusion.
He's trying to make it seem like it was against his will.
Consciously, I might be Kira. If that were the case, I could be him and not even know it. No, Light.
I see. Conscious of it.
I'm not sure of anything anymore. I'd never kill someone, but unconsciously, who knows what I'm capable of? Another me could be killing people as I sleep.
I'm afraid that's not possible.
Not possible, what do you mean?
Well, I never mentioned this to you, but at one point I had hidden surveillance cameras installed in your room for 5 days.
Cameras?
Yes. Every single night, you slept normally. Criminals whose names were broadcast were still dying, even though you would have had no way of knowing about them. This didn't prove your innocence to me. All it proved was that if you were Kira, no amount of camera surveillance would reveal that fact.
Wouldn't reveal that at that time. I don't know, but it could be true. I have to admit, I've found myself thinking that some criminals deserve to die. If I could think like Kira, then how can I be sure that I'm not actually him?
Oh man.
Oh, is he doing this to probably break up the team?
I mean, it helps corroborate Misa's story.
This was premeditated. There's no accident he chose to do this now. Well, what if we incarcerate him for a while? Imprison you like we did Amani. If criminals whose names are made public keep dying, then it would lead us to think that you're...
Oh, I like that.
Is that how you imagined it? Honestly, I don't like the way that this is going at all, but what choice do I have? Let's do it.
What?
I need you to fully restrain Light Yagami and place him in solitary confinement.
What? You can't.
You want us to confine him? Seriously? If we're gonna do this, then it has to happen immediately. From this point on, you can't be allowed to go anywhere where I can't see you.
This is crazy. There's no way my son could be Kira. My son.
Or is he just doing this to get on the inside so he could try and break Misa out?
Stop this, Light.
Yeah.
Listen, something has to be done about this.
How would he be able to break her out though?
I can't work with you to catch Kira. Ryuzaki, promise me this.
I'm having a good time watching these.
Wait, what'd you say, Gabe?
I said, how would he break her out?
Kira, you cannot set me free no matter what I might say or what condition I might be in.
You have my word. Mr. Yagami, can you come up with some sort of excuse for Light's absence? Something to tell your family? And please do it now.
He's being incarcerated for being a mass murderer. Oh shit.
And I see no reason why he should be in prison. Let it go, Dad. If I don't do this, I won't be able to live with myself.
But son, do you really mean that?
Yeah. I believe that by giving up my
lives within me.
Aizawa, please take him away.
This is a big play.
Yeah, it is. Going in deep on this one, ladies and gentlemen.
What is he doing though? Like,
Well, first off, he's helping Misa seem more legitimate because Misa clearly now thinks that she's in an entirely different place with no information.
yeah.
So the against their will subconscious card works for him because it seems like that's happening with Misa.
Yeah.
Why 490 days?
What?
I don't know.
On here. I thought the murders would continue even after Light was confined. Instead, they've stopped completely. Light asked to be confined in the first place. If this continues, it'll only strengthen the argument that he is Kira.
Yes.
The only question left will be whether or not he was conscious of being Kira.
Yeah.
Does he really think that's gonna work? That he'll be let off the hook if he can just prove he wasn't conscious of being Kira? It's not like Yagami. No, it's not like Kira. Now that I've come this far, I think it's about time.
What?
He's gonna.
Get rid of it.
Yeah, I know I must look pretty bad in here, but this useless pride,
I have to
I suppose I'll have to.
get rid of it.
Get rid of it. Huh?
Yoinky doink. I'm out.
Out we go.
It's just like the guy going,
Just disappears.
Say goodbye to Ryuk. Goodbye, Ryuk.
Why am I doing this? I don't belong here. Ryuzaki, I realized that I was the one pushing for confinement and that I asked you to put me in here. But I just realized something important. This whole thing's completely pointless. Because I'm not Kira. You have to get me out of here. I can't do that. I promised you that no matter what you said, I wouldn't let you out until I was convinced that you are not Kira. Please, Al. I wasn't thinking clearly. Do you really think a serial killer like Kira could commit those crimes without being aware of them? If I have no memory of his crimes, I'm not him. I've never been able to accept this idea that Kira has been acting without self-awareness all this time. But that doesn't change the fact that all the evidence points to you being Kira. Since we imprisoned you, Kira hasn't committed a single murder.
bro, I don't know what his fucking angle is.
Just hear me
Because
out.
right now he genuinely believes he's not Kira.
You have to believe me. I am not Kira. I must have been framed. That's the only
It's just look. His eyes look more innocent now.
Yeah. He looks like a different character. doesn't
Yeah.
So why would he have Ryuk get rid of the Death Note? He had Rem get rid of the Death Note and Ryuk get rid of the Death
he?
Note.
Yeah,
What?
gotta watch the show, bro.
The only way this works is if there's a third Death Note.
No, because he had it buried, right? So
No, but he said as soon as I get rid of it, when I say get rid of it, regardless
Oh,
of the
yeah,
context, get rid of the Death Note.
Yeah, 100%. That's exactly what's happening. Yes. He
So
has-
what's the point of
he has
burying
no
it?
ownership of any Death Note and currently no memory of ever holding a Death Note.
So-
Go watch the show.
Eh.
Gotta watch the show, bruh.
Guess what, Chief? Kira started killing again.
Woo!
People are dead. Woo!
Punishing criminals again.
Holy sh! Look at him.
I shouldn't be happy that people have been killed, but at least Light's name will finally be cleared.
Run. Like we don't already
So
know
that
that
means
he
he
can
must
schedule killing.
He probably put in the death note like after I say get rid of it, all these people are going to die.
You hear what he just said, Chief?
Or just like after 2 weeks, these people will die.
Guilty. Thank God. I'm sure it's
Because he was probably estimating how long they keep him incarcerated for.
Please don't, Mr. Matsuda. Matsuda? We shouldn't tell him about this. But why not? Hello, Light. What is it, Ryuzaki? You've been in here just over 2 weeks and not a single new criminal has been punished. Now, why make this harder than it has to be? Are you ready to confess? It would be ridiculous.
Neither do I. I don't fucking... Fuck you! Fuck you!
That last bit is such a good clip from me in the middle of class.
I don't know what's going on.
What's going on, man?
Sorry if that was just us being really quiet. There was a lot going on. I don't get it. I can't...
Okay, let's try it. Light's mind here. So...
He gets rid of the Misa's death note.
It's just buried, though, right? It's not like in a different plane of existence.
No, he buried it in the woods.
Yeah, it's just
and
buried.
he told Ryuk, regardless of the context of what I'm talking about, if I say the words "get rid of it," I am forfeiting ownership of my death note.
Yeah. So that doesn't mean that Light hasn't left a cookie trail, like a break bread trail for the death note for him to find, because it's confusing.
No, but they take the death note and. Ryuk knows where
he just relinquished ownership of it. That doesn't necessarily mean that he's pocketed it is now going
so
back
then
to
why did Ryuk leave?
What did he leave
for? No, why did Ryuk leave then?
I want to go grab it.
Because when you...
Exactly.
Well...
He's taken the death note, so why did he bury it?
Because I don't think Ryuk's taken it. He just left. Because he has no reason to be there anymore because Light can't see him or hear him.
But I thought when you...
Why would he just stay in a cell?
But I thought it was if you forfeit your ownership of a death note, they take it from you. They take the death note.
They can.
Well, Rem seems different. I think Ryuk still wants to stick around because he wants to be a part of Light's whole, like, fun bit.
Is that the rules? Can they do that?
There's nothing in the rules that states that they must take it.
That we know of.
Or not they must take it, though. They must go back after they take it.
Yeah.
He can still hang around, like, hey, and, like, leave this for Light someplace that only, like, he would search for and do whatever for him to pick it up later and, like, whoa, and get all the memories back.
Because if he wasn't planning on getting it back, and, like, if it was just gone, he would have just burned it.
No, that I know that. But that's why I'm confused, because I thought that Ryuk was supposed to take the death note. And... how would he be able to leave trails for him? He wouldn't be able to see Ryuk.
Not Ryuk himself. Before this, what if he left himself clues to go and find this and dig it up? Like fucking, because he still remembers a fair amount.
That's the only way that would make sense.
That's why I'm saying it. Like it's like, because he still remembers a fair amount. Like, he knows that cure is a thing. He knows that people can die. Like, he knows why he's here.
Maybe he left like a slip of paper or something,
or
like a cookie trail, or like
the
coordinates
pages.
or something, or
pages.
Because he always keeps one in his pocket.
Mm-hmm.
He probably left one like in his
son
room.
of a bitch.
Be like, oh, what's this? Grabs the paper, whoa, and it all comes back to him.
Or it might not all come back to him, but like, if he realizes that,
does that mean
I have it? Back? Oh,
well, that means he'd just be able to see Ryuk again.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine Ryuk's just chilling around him like a lot of time, or just watching him still, because he likes this whole game.
Mm-hmm. And this has to be the biggest play of the entire match so far. Yeah,
now, I'm gonna not be Kira. Say hypothetically, I am Kira, but I'm no longer Kira.
What do you say?
I was Kira, but I'm not him anymore. This is bullshit. Let me go. And because, like I said earlier, this now strengthens Misa's position. Because now we've had 2 instances of, like, people not remember anything. Now, to be fair, Light hasn't, like, made any mention that he's forgotten anything. Or, like, he's now saying different things. He's acting differently. But that's not necessarily the same as what's happened with Misa, who was going, kill me, I'm not going to tell you anything about Kira, yada, 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 to, what the fuck is going on? Like, she had an entire fucking, like, shift. I mean, to a greater degree than Light has. But it still helps her position a little bit more. Because L's noticed the difference, like, the different actions of Light.
Well, just, like, it was like a, you know, the normal, like, play to counterplay. Like, he's like, okay, so Kira, he wants himself to get incarcerated, right? Mm-hmm. He was like, oh, but to kind of clear his name still, he would still have killings going on in the background for this, like, it would clear his name. But he doesn't do that play. He's like, wait, but this isn't what Light or what Kira would normally do. This isn't the type of play. This is like,
but then
this is like dumb.
2 weeks, or was it 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
2 weeks go by and like 20 people die. But it's like,
Well,
oh,
at
this
the
is,
end of like those 2 weeks.
this is the proof, right? This like
2 weeks worth of people though.
But they know. They already know that Kira doesn't have to like. Kira can like control the time of death.
Yeah.
That's why it's like, what's to say that he just didn't say like after exactly 2 weeks?
Death. Like,
Yeah, these people, however many names that he wrote down, they just died.
yeah. But that might be the play. Like that might be
yeah,
what
no,
they're.
he totally did that.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
but what I'm saying is that might be like, again, the evidence that's needed to show that he was against his will while doing this. Like, oh yeah, I am Kira, but I was a brain fart. I was a possessed by the Shinigami. But I mean, we didn't get any more further like build up or like evidence on the whole L is understanding the whole Shinigami thing, because last episode we had the Misa hair thing.
I'm surprised they didn't. I'm surprised they didn't talk about that at all in this episode.
Well, I mean, like, again,
L-
what's L gonna say?
No, like I'm okay. Let me rephrase that. I'm surprised that Elle didn't think
about it.
I think it takes.
And we didn't.
I
see
love
him
that
think
shot.
about it.
I loved that shot of the
Of him
reflection.
walking in the
what-
club.
And
The
like,
visuals in this episode in particular are so fucking fantastic.
Or just
There's-
him looking inside a cage with like light
Yeah.
in it, you know.
There's the one with him in the cup, the one with him looking in the cage with light, and then the way that they
They-
visually
mhm.
displayed how
Yeah.
light changed character.
Light is an entirely different person right
It's
now.
like
Wait, so-
they drew his eyes less slanted. They put a shine in his eyes. They made him wider and rounder. They did the classic artist trick that Gabe and I were talking
make him
about, where they
nicer.
make him look more innocent by widening the eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the visuals in this episode in particular are fucking
Because
stellar.
hell, even when he was talking to Naomi, when he had like more, I guess, rounder eyes, they still didn't have that kind of innocence to them. Like it definitely seemed more like a mask.
Yeah, this is like a completely different person.
I got a question for you guys. Do you think that if Elle had knowledge about the Shinigami and what the Death Note was capable of doing, do you think he would have been able to
Yeah,
stay
I
ahead
got that. Let
of
me grab it.
Light and be able to catch him and figure out who Kira was?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because they still don't know that L can kill people without giving them a heart
Kill
attack.
people?
Like he can
Or
make
excuse me,
things
light.
seem
Yeah,
like
light.
accident.
Excuse me. Light can kill people. Like, yeah, that hasn't been established. Like that light. That they know that light can
Why
kill
do you need
people.
a calculator?
I just want to see something.
He's crunching some numbers.
What numbers are you crunching, Joe?
Why is it 490 days?
Until you lose ownership of it.
Yeah. Why 490 days?
Why do you need a calculator for that?
Because he's doing the.
I want to see
percentage.
if it was a decimal, like a special decimal or something.
Like dividing it by 365? Or what?
How else would you get?
I can't see your calculator. That's why I'm fucking asking.
How,
Okay,
what else
now
would
I
I
can see.
divide it by?
No, you just
School buses?
You just talked about
How
the
many
number.
school buses it could jump?
How many years? That doesn't mean why.
1.3.
Like, I just picked a random ass number.
Possibly.
What is random about this show? Nothing. Calculated as fuck for everything.
Oh, no, because the time estimated for if you can't decide how someone dies, they just die from a heart attack is like 6 minutes and some seconds.
This is like 6 minutes.
It's just
and
a
40
random
seconds,
ass
right?
time. It's
6
just a
minutes
random
and
ass
40
time.
seconds, right?
It's 400 seconds.
It's just a random ass time.
Is it?
It's been 16 episodes. You think that if
Maybe there's
there
like
was some kind of context
like,
behind it?
more cultural.
Maybe I think maybe there's like a cumulative like rule, like with all these numbers, they mean something. They have to mean something.
What number did you get?
Well, I got 1.3424657553. Just a number. I don't know. It's just a random number or whatever. This is like that's the number of years or 490. We could just take 490 by itself. You have 400 seconds.
Yeah.
Like we keep getting these rules with certain numbers. Like
Yeah,
it's
the numbers
special and shit.
I think they're just
the
random.
numbers are kind of arbitrary, I think.
I think.
Like I want to know if there's like a cultural reason for it. Like they're special for a
It's
reason.
very possible.
Oh,
that
you
it's
don't
a
know?
cultural Thing. What?
You don't
no,
know?
Well, don't ask her that because they could mean something.
I think they're random.
As far as I know, they have no meaning. At least within the show, they don't. Culturally, I have absolutely no clue.
So they have to let Misa go, like eventually, soon.
Yeah.
I mean, they have evidence of her related to these things that would place her as the second Kira.
Yeah.
But they can't just hold somebody indefinitely, like this.
Yeah, no.
But like, how would that trial go?
I mean, it's her manager that was being on trial. For
No,
that was the cover-up.
That was a cover-up. The
Yeah.
actual file charge is her. They
Oh.
actually charged her with something. It
Oh,
wasn't like,
okay.
we're
Yeah,
charging your
they
manager and we're
said,
taking
like, the
you.
reason
That was
for
just
it-
why
then they
Misa's
say-
no longer
Then
here.
they say the reason for it is because they had the hair or whatever
Yeah, they
from
had
the letters or whatever, the stuff that
the
sent
stuff that
the
she sent
video.
Fingerprints from the
well,
Scotch tape.
No,
It was hair and fibers.
fibers from clothing stuck to the Scotch
Yep.
tape she used to send the letters.
Oh, okay.
Fingerprints, not.
I mean, they could legit put her on trial for those
Send
those
letters or, like,
murders,
the video?
for the
The video.
homicide.
The video.
They needed the. They don't
They-
have enough
They
evidence.
said they
No,
had-
they could put her on trial for it, but then she would just come out as innocent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
Well,
what I'm saying.
that's why
If they
they-
were to put her on trial for anything,
and then double
it would
jeopardy.
be for
They-
for
The reason-
triple.
The
Homicide?
reason they were interrogating her was to get a confession because
Yeah.
they had enough physical evidence to take her to trial, but not necessarily enough to convince people that it was
to
her.
convict her.
Yes.
And
So-
with this,
So the jury would
with
definitely.
this style of crime, you basically need a confession, or else
Yes, or else there's
'cause-
no proof.
Well, they
there's
still
no murder weapon. There's no evidence of
Yeah,
an
like what's the
interaction.
like? How is she killing people? Like they never figure out how she was
No
killing
suspects to be able to, like, eyewitnesses.
Yeah,
You need them to say,
she
yeah,
was
it
just
me.
dead. Like, the person was just dead.
Yeah.
It could have been a fucking different continent. The person just keeled over and died from a heart attack. Kira. Like,
So if they're not able to get a confession out of either
Well,
of them,
guys, I
then
guess
they-
U.S. Heart
take 'em to-
attack deaths just went to 0. They're all Kira deaths.
woo!
Yo, 2 weeks, 2 weeks worth of people just died. What?
Your bus accidents,
Yeah.
Kira deaths.
The funny thing is that in this show you could actually make a case for that. Like,
I'll figure it out.
not yet, because they don't know that Kira can kill in ways that aren't a heart attack.
You think that would change anything?
Bro, your
now?
feet cold?
Yeah.
Weren't they?
Did you just say, would that change anything?
No,
I
because
thought they
Kira,
theorized that.
because again, they need a confession.
Didn't L theorize that already?
Yeah, no, he
Killing
did,
ways other
but they
than
haven't.
heart attacks?
But this changes things because he is, as far as they know, he's just acting like he doesn't know. But if he keeps this up and legitimately doesn't confess, would even if they knew that,
Like
him
Kira.
with the ability to be able to manipulate how people die, would that change anything at this moment in time? I don't think it would.
I mean, it doesn't change Light's story that he was doing things subconsciously, but it does explain and reveal a shit ton that could easily.
I
entrap
understand
him.
that. I'm talking about like convicting him because all they need is a confession. That's the only thing that they can go off of right now.
Let's see. What would they learn? They would learn that he can kill people in ways that aren't like so. The bus ride incident, like the thing that with Ray, like getting the guy to get hit by a car off the bus. That suddenly that L would immediately go, oh, he did that. Any other instance where he I guess anytime
Naomi going missing.
Mm-hmm.
Did they mention any bit in like that news article or whatever about how that guy ended up dying?
Who?
The guy on the bus.
What do you mean?
The
one
robber on the
like,
bus?
Oh, the bus jacking with Ray Pember?
Yeah. Like,
He got hit by a car.
They said that he got off of the bus and was hit by a car.
He was
Oh,
hit
I
by a
thought,
car.
but like that, like he was like saying something or whatever. Like he was spooked by like a phantom or whatever.
I think bus riders were like mentioning that he was.
Oh,
Yeah.
you mean like the passengers?
Yeah, like
Okay,
like
I
were
thought
they
you were talking
saying
about-
something like why was this guy so spooked
I mean,
and
if
like
this dude's a convicted criminal, they're probably just going to assume he was on drugs.
but if
Definitely.
If they say it,
But
then
no,
that gives
no, but-
L.
True.
L could go back to them like, okay, this other cure mentions Shinigami. We see Rem's hair move on its own, and this guy
Misa's
who
hair move on its own,
yeah,
not
Misa,
Rem's.
blah, Misa's hair move on its own, not the
That
weird
guy.
shit that's on Rem's head.
Yeah.
So mean to her.
He keeps fucking up Light's plans.
Yeah, well, I don't think that's really Rem's fault as much as it's Misa's.
Yeah, Misa. God, Misa moves
Oh, the character I hate the most, but still feel kind of bad for.
Misa. Come on, lift your butt up.
Okay, but wait a minute. Okay, so Misa thinks that the stalker is the one who,
Killed his parents.
or
Killed
is
her
just
parents.
a
It's
stalker.
just a stalker. It's
Okay.
never really,
She's
it's kind
Yeah,
of just an
because she was
arbitrary
all like,
thing.
"Oh, do you wanna, you
Yeah.
know,
Well,
the other
because
stalkers have been like, this is
was-
kind of getting out of hand. Let me go.
She was unaware. So when you mentioned earlier that you were like, oh, she thinks it's because it's all the way back to when she was almost killed.
Yeah, I thought that's
No,
where.
Because at that point she was not aware of the existence of the Shinigami,
Shinigami.
and so she wouldn't have lost that memory.
Mhm.
She thinks that she has been knocked out, kidnapped, and taken to a place, and a stalker is filming her for a BDSM fetish film. Fun.
Makes sense.
Yeah, good shit.
So she just does not. She just.
The only thing that she knows is that Light is her boyfriend. That is it.
Well, she knows that Kira exists. She knows. She's basically a civilian now. She has all the information that a civilian would.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because she knows
Except
about all the
she's
current
also
events.
dating Light Yagami.
Yes.
That doesn't change anything. I mean, a civilian could date Light Yagami. A civilian is dating Light Yagami. You know,
Outside of Misa.
Misa ain't Light's only girl.
No, Light's kind of a player.
Yeah.
She'll still kill that bitch. I don't care.
He had 2 Shinigami at one point. Like.
Oh yeah, he gets around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like.
And I would not be surprised if it ends at 2, like, or if it doesn't end at 2. Like, he's got
All the Shinigami are like, yo, let's
Light
go.
Yagami more like Ash Ketchum, right? You gonna catch them all.
Ooh, it's shiny.
Gotta catch 'em all, Shinigami.
He comes. Ryu comes back in a slightly different shade of black.
Yeah, I'm
I'm shiny
navy.
now.
I'm shiny.
I'm shiny.
Shiny.
No, come
Whoa,
on,
shiny.
No. If I were to make a shiny
He
Ryu,
goes after pears.
it would be.
I do like purple.
No,
Purple
it'd be
and
red. It'd be red.
Oh, because of
Apples.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah. With
Did
like.
you say that the new Ryu could go after pears instead?
Yes.
I don't know. I've evolved.
I think it would be funny if by the end,
Bananas.
all of the
Bananas.
I think it would be funny by the end if all the Shinigami were like super duper invested. Like Ryu came back.
They're
to
all
the
just, like,
To be
eating.
fair, who's to say they aren't like
no,
watching this?
No, like Ryu comes back to the Shinigami room. He's like, "Hey guys, I found this super cool guy named Light."
Turn to channel 6. Channel 6.
Channel
They're-
66.
No,
like
I
the
think-
big hole. They have like a remote. And it's like
Yeah.
it changes.
If
They
you
have like
do-
2 Shinigami like
if you
adjusting the
remember
wires.
Earlier on, if you remember
They're, like,
earlier on
playing
when they gave
poker.
us a peek into the Shinigami realm, there was a point where one of the Shinigamis was like, "Oh yeah, he's in the human world with this human," and one of the Shinigamis was like, "I'm gonna go take a closer look at that." 'Cause
Is
they
that
can't-
Rhett?
No, it was not.
No.
It was just a.
Because
it
Rem
was
would
a
have already been
Shinigami.
on.
I think it would have been funny if later down the line they do that and they're like,
Yeah.
doing bets. No. They're like having bets as to like who's gonna win between.
Oh, if they
these
watch
two.
it, they're absolutely gonna be betting.
I
because
think
that's
that
all
would
they
be
do.
really
I bet
funny.
300 human years.
What are we betting?
400 on the weird kid.
What are they playing? Dice. What are they betting? The only thing that we have left. Years of servitude.
Call me a liar.
5 6s. But stop, Bill! You're a liar, and you will spend an eternity on this ship.
Dude, Davy Jones in that
So
movie.
good. I'm rewatching it. Stranger Tides is
Do
great.
you feel
Death.
Isn't it Dead Man's Chest?
The first one's Dead Man's Chest.
No,
second
the
one's-
first one is Curse of the Black Pearl.
Yeah.
I
Then
thought you
Dead-
meant of the
sequels.
No, I thought you meant of like
The Davy Jones
The
movies?
Davy Jones is
Yeah,
a
Dead
two-part
Man's
movie.
Chest is the second
The first one is Dead Man's Chest of the Davy Jones. arc.
Stranger Tides is not the third one. Third one is At World's End.
Yeah, that's the one I meant because they're at the World's End.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With all the-
Fourth one is Stranger Tides.
Spoilers. And at World's End, they go to the World's End.
Yeah,
And then the fifth one
it's
is
not good.
We don't talk about it.
It's Dead Men Telling Tales.
yeah, that's the
Which
one
I
with
thought about that. That's such a long title.
Stopped watching.
Dead
Pirates of
Man
the Caribbean.
Tell No Tale. But it's a reference to the ride.
I know. Okay, no, we need to. We're getting off track again. We talked
Yeah.
about a lot of shit.
I would totally watch like
Pirates of the
Pirates of the Caribbean with you.
It's
All
so-
of them. I haven't seen the fourth or fifth one.
You've never seen Stranger Tides?
No, well, that's the one with Blackbeard, right?
Yeah. He's played
Oh,
by
I
the one dude
I
from
haven't seen
Hercules.
that. I haven't seen
That
one
you,
either.
you referenced that movie out of all movies.
Sorry,
I was
he
like,
was in,
wait a
uh,
minute.
he was in John Wick.
He's not Danny DeVito, but like,
He-
oh,
he's
you meant the
John Wick.
live action Hercules. I was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
No, he plays the guy that owns.
Get off my ship! Waggle!
We'll talk about it later.
Captain Jack Sparrow!
We'll talk about it later. We'll talk about it later.
Ryu,
Getting off
he's
track.
Danny DeVito.
Oh my god.
I think we kind of talked. I think we covered everything.
Yeah, it's just like Light definitely he took a shit
He's
scenario.
taking a leap of faith.
Dude,
He's definitely in the hot pot,
have you ever seen
but
this?
he has given himself more than
show
enough.
us afterwards.
No.
After.
School made our school made the app.
Interesting.
But like
Yes.
Light Yagami,
Yes.
he put himself like this is a big ballsy move. Like there was a lot of risk here, but so far it's paid off, and that has put him in a very strong position.
So far, what we've seen though, most moves that you want to play in this game is like, oh, I want to do stuff, make actions that'll do this to conclusions, right? I gotta move this way. You want to like keep getting farther away from conclusions, and they're like, okay, if I keep you out of it, and you know whatever, it'll be great. But they just keep doing this. Like, hi, I'm L, and like all this other shit. Hi, I'm actually maybe Kira. You know, I'm actually Kira. I want you on the investigation. It is. They keep doing this
Now
shit.
kiss.
Now kiss. Now kiss.
Now you guys see why I was like, you don't understand. These episodes really go hard.
Yeah.
This is what I meant. Shit kind of goes
So
down.
the question is,
I'll do
what
that.
does L do to respond? I mean, we're probably not galaxy brains enough.
L incarcerates himself.
No, he legit-
With light.
Kira.
I mean, it makes sense.
I mean,
It sounds like something he'd do. I'm gonna incarcerate myself. No, but he legitimately
Obviously,
says he doesn't know what to
We're
do.
not galaxy brains enough to identify what actions he'll take, but what routes, what avenues do you think he's going to go down to try and get the big win? Like,
Continue to monitor him.
Well, 100% monitor him.
The fact that he knows 100% right at this moment that he is linked to Kira. The fact, whether it was conscious or subconscious, it was him.
because when he walked through that door, he
literally
flat out
said,
"You're
that's
Kira."
it. Yeah. He knows whether it was subconsciously or or not, he's Kira.
Yeah, because that move that Misa did before fucked him over.
That's
It
why he was
instantly
laughing, because
confirmed.
he's like, yeah, right.
Yeah.
You fool.
15%.
No, right, it's the you know, that movie where you go like that? No, it's just, I'm right.
Well, it's like, jump from 7 to 9% Kira.
You're basically done. You get to 10, might as well be 1,000. Like,
The only thing I can think of is that if he just continues to monitor him afterwards, keeps having, was it Magi? Yeah, Mogi follow
I keep
him.
thinking Mowgli.
Mogi.
I guarantee that's what's gonna happen. Mogi, Light's gonna follow his own trail back into the woods.
Like,
find
if
the
he lets
Death
him
Note.
go?
Mogi's gonna be like, why the fuck is he going into the woods? He's gonna follow him, and Light's gonna grab the Death Note, and Mogi's gonna be like, the anime thing. And Light's gonna look at him and be like,
But he doesn't know.
he doesn't know Mogi's real name.
Doesn't he? What was he? Because he's worked with them in the
Mogi?
past.
No, because
No,
they all gave their
Rhett.
pseudonyms, right?
Well, no, Rhett is.
But before all this.
Mogi works with the police department.
So I
he
mean,
would
Light's
have-
worked with them
he
before.
has access to all of their names and
Like,
information.
he knows their names. Like,
I think that's what's gonna happen.
But
That's the only thing I can think of L being able to do here.
if Mogi all of a sudden just
That Eye is
disappears,
the only one. Okay, 2 people that have been following the suspects die.
Light's kind of in the shitter here. Like,
if he does that, I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
yeah,
he'd be
he
the shit.
would-
what? No, I'm saying that's the only thing I can see L being able to do is just if he keeps monitoring him and keeps having Mogi follow him.
I find your theories all very interesting, and I like.
Shut up.
And I like
Shut
that
the
I
fuck
know
up.
what's gonna happen.
Fuck you. No,
You
shut
know what?
up.
Wild
Fuck
card.
you.
Fuck it.
No, he's always right about these.
Fuck it.
No,
Wait,
his
I-
wild cards
Brand
are
the
always...
broken.
I want to hear the wild card because I want to hear if somebody's
Shut
gonna.
up.
I want to.
Shut the fuck
I want
up.
to see if somebody's gonna be in the comments.
We will
next
talk
week
about
saying that
this
you spoiled
later.
The whole show. Let's hear it.
trying to think what the craziest shit that may actually occur. Okay.
Just so you guys, for context,
Ryuk does a cartwheel.
he predicted, if you haven't seen Game of Thrones, he predicted...
You're distracting me. I gotta think.
We'll talk about it later.
He predicts a lot.
He said
of shit.
predict, not get constipated, bro.
I gotta shit the idea out. Right? I gotta let it stew.
See, we can't force it. It has to be natural, just off the lip. Just
Yeah,
like,
no, this is true.
You can't force it in all of his
He
brain.
thinks about these things as we're talking about it, and then just randomly goes, idea.
Yeah.
I'm very.
I can't
Yeah.
force it.
I'm very
Yeah.
intrigued to see if he can come up with something.
Just, I have an idea.
Because the fun thing is me knowing the way the show is going to go.
Yeah.
It makes it very fun for me to hear your guys' theories, because then I know, haha, you're right, or haha, you're wrong.
He is going because all
Who is he?
like
Okay.
All the evidence is pointing on him right now, right?
Yes.
So he, while he had his memories, set up a chain of events to make it so it was like obviously somebody who's not him.
Like who?
Not him.
The TV turned itself off.
See, but I feel like that's the play that, because I feel like almost it's gonna be
L would
without a
suspect it.
doubt. L is just like
Fine.
this dude is Kira. Like you can keep trying
He
shit, but in
knows
the
it's
back
him.
of his head, he's like,
No, because like
Kira.
L would still L would still be like, no, it's him. But like Light would be like, no.
I think-
Define what you
But,
mean.
like I don't know.
I think Light's main play here would
I put myself on the spot here.
Light's main play that he could maybe do here, because he's already kind of messing up like the morale and stuff of the team, because like his dad, he like incarcerated himself and he's kind of frantic
and he's
stuff.
like, no matter what happens, I'm
Like if he could somehow get the other team members out, I'm like, sure, they've been resilient so far, like, but if he could like mess up some of their own lives, or
I
something,
was the Kira all along.
I don't know, somehow to get them
That
off
seems
the
a little
team.
bit. No, that wouldn't work. He'd be like, "You're not."
That was a
kidding."
joke. We're not actually.
Okay.
doing it.
Like getting them off the team, and then it's just L alone again, because L wanted this team.
Yeah,
'Cause he needed their
needs
help.
Because a lot of the plays that result in L just insta dying are bad, because that means the task force would have a lot more evidence to put blank
And
away.
that's what
So
I'm
if the
saying.
task
Like,
force is dissolved.
yeah, if he can shake the foundation of the
I mean,
task
he's always
force,
gonna have Watari, but
yeah, but Watery's
just
watery,
this,
but
yeah.
you know, you can only do so much.
Watery's got Watery has had like camouflage to the brick wall the entire
Really?
time.
He just takes out, comes up behind Ryuk, snaps his neck, and goes back into the wall. Yes, he's a Shinigami.
I can kill ghosts.
I put 43 cameras around the Shinigami world. I've been moderating them for your
Dude, he's
instruction.
literally Alfred.
He's around.
he's
Watari's around. That's my wild
Let's see
card.
who Rem was all along.
That's my wild card. Watari's Rem.
I'm glad that Light's in there and we're out here and that he's in here
And the
we're
Death
in
Note's out there.
And I just remembered Kira's in there.
And Misa's out there.
And the question is, who's Kira? All right, I think that's gonna be it for us. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed our just ramblings.
Discussion.
Yeah. If you haven't, please check us out on Twitter and on Twitch. We stream every Monday and Saturday. Gabe plays the MCC Mondays. He's currently going through Combat Evolved for the first time. And on Saturdays, we play our Pokemon Platinum Nuzlocke, which is going surprisingly well, all things considered. I figured that the moment that I started to publicly stream a Nuzlocke is the moment I would lose my first one. Which I guess we still have time.
We're 4 for 4 for gym battles.
But both of those are Monday and Saturday at 6 p.m. Central Time.
Cool guy mountain.
So yeah, give us a little follow on Twitch, and then on Twitter.
Help us get to affiliate.
Yeah, Twitter is easily the best way to stay up to date with us. You get updated the moment videos come up, and I post fun little thingies every now and then, as well as information regarding how the channel is going to be going or where it's going.
You also get notified when we stream because we have them linked.
Yes.
So that happens.
So yeah, give us a follow on Twitter and on Twitch. Finally, again, if you haven't, please like and subscribe and comment. We tend to read them all if we can, and
We always
time.
read them multiple times. We read them all. We like
Yep.
reading them.
and those are the kinds of things that make it easy to walk outside and go long distances at negative,
Whatever temperature it is.
It's
Temperature.
super cold outside, you
Negative
guys.
30-degree wind chill.
It's
Yeah.
super cold.
makes it warm enough to weather any kind of cold.
No, it doesn't. I was doing that when I was getting food, and my hand was still really cold.
And yeah. So thank you again for watching. We've been the Custodians. I'm Rhett.
I'm Gabe.
I'm Joe.
And stay questioning.